podcast that talks about everything and absolutely nothing all at the exact same time. I have a special guest with me today, one of my friends from here at the Sticky Paws Studios, Mr. Bobby Oberhofer? How you say that? Oberhofer?
That's pretty good.
You know, the Bob, bro.
Yeah.
Twist tongue right there.
Yeah.
Oberhofer.
Oberhofer. Damn, I
Oberhofer.
fucked that shit up. Oberhofer. But thank you for coming on my podcast.
Absolutely. I feel like we've been here all day.
Bro, oh my God. I know, because you came earlier, huh?
I have multiple times.
You what was you being nosy for?
I had some business with John.
Looking ass.
Yeah.
I like the business, like real money making shit.
Yeah.
I like this for you, bro. You need it. You deserve it.
John's my guy.
So guys, a little history about Bobby. Bobby has been in the military. You do hair also. You cut hair. You're a father, a loving husband, because he loves the shit out of his fucking wife, bro. Don't argue with me. Don't argue with nobody. This dude, solid with his wife.
You have
and his
to.
Baby.
You got to put the effort in, man.
Bro.
I'm on my third marriage, and
Putting in that effort. I wish I could meet a man that had effort.
I didn't always. I say third marriage, people are probably like, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
But I was in the Army at young age.
Yeah.
Was told, hey, you're going to Iraq for 15 months. I was dating some chick, so I kind of, I can't. Yeah, we got married. It is what it was. We stayed together for 5 years, but it wasn't like a traditional marriage. It was get out of the barracks, get a few more dollars. It happens a lot.
I get it.
And then the second one was, thankfully I have my little girl.
Yeah.
Who's 8 now. So, but yeah, sometimes you take 35 years to meet your person. It took me a little longer.
It took 35? Because how old are you now?
I'm gonna be 38. So
You've been with her for 3 years?
almost, yeah.
And you guys are like legit best friends too.
She's dope.
I know. I love that.
She's been through a lot. She's like a hot chick. She's what do I say? She's kind of like a dude, but in a hot chick's body.
I love that.
Yeah.
She really is. She's dope as shit. I've met her so many times. Like, she comes here and she's funny as fuck. She's super silly. Like,
And you've only seen her, and she probably get mad from at her worst. I want to say.
Yeah.
Like, if you would have met us in Vegas 2.5 years ago,
Before
the baby,
Yeah.
and like all the changes, and like when it was just like when she drinks, she turns into her alter ego, Dree. And
This bitch got a name? Why is this the first time I'm hearing about it?
yeah, Dree's a son of a bitch. So yeah, we were just out here doing what everybody does, partying, getting trashed, hanging out, having fun, going to concerts, just every night out at the
that's
bars, taking shots, and a lot changed for the better.
And you were in the military before you were with her, right? So you were in the military for how long?
6 active years.
Okay, what does that mean?
So I was actively serving in uniform every day for 6 years.
And then what does it mean if you're not active and you still in it or whatever?
That you're done. Like, you're done. So in the military community, say how long? Like, because you could have been in a reservist, which meant you only did like the week, 1 week in a month,
Right,
or
right,
National
right.
Guard. So active means that was your full time.
They're like the placeholders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weekend warriors.
The weekend warriors. Never heard that used before, but that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, they're too scared to say goodbye to mom full time, so they only play 1 weekend a month.
I'm weak. That was, oh my God, I have nothing to say to that.
Yes, so 6 years active duty, and then I got out. But I did a lot before the military too, man. I had an apartment at 16, and which if you hear it, it kind of sounds dope. Yeah,
No, it's not.
But it wasn't. It was lonely.
I don't care what anybody says. Like, when people who've been, what is it called, emancipated. If you've been, if you've been emancipated at an early age, you grew up way too fast, and a lot of people don't talk about that. People be like, "Oh yeah, I moved out when I was 18. I moved out when I was 19." People act like it was such a, like, that's not a flex, in my opinion.
No, it was rough. My dad got remarried after 9/11. We didn't get along. I kind of like couch hopped for a year. Was in a tiny little like trailer in the woods on my, like, I used to cut grass, and we just cleared it out and like ran a fucking extension cord, no water, nothing. Stayed there for like a year, and then my dad was like, "I'm gonna get you an apartment." So I got my own apartment, and I mean, a lot of it was dope. It's kind of like where we're at now. People kind of I'm not saying everybody, but people see me in a position with all the fighters and going to the fights, and it's not always genuine that they want to hang out, or they just want stuff. Yeah. So back in the day, when you're 16, it's everybody's dream to have your buddy who you can just go and smoke blunts and chill at his house, because there's no mommy or daddy there. And I was always that dude, but I beat up a lot of my friends in my living room for disrespecting my house.
Like the big brother.
Yeah. But I had a lot of anger. I fought a lot. I went to rehab for cocaine at 17.
Oh shit!
Like, I lived a whole fucking life. The army saved my life. Almost killed me, but it saved my life.
Wait, what? So the army. Okay, I understand how. Okay, wait. No,
I grew up real quick.
I understand both sides now. Okay. So the army saved your life. At the same time, it almost killed you.
Facts.
Because I know I've heard the stories way too. Not like that, but I've heard these stories like way too many times. Like you've been through some shit.
Yeah.
Like you've seen people blown up. You've seen people like dismembered. And
I always tell people, and I just said this with my buddy Andrew Rowe. If you look him up, Sergeant Rowe, got Purple Hearts and confirmed kills after getting shot twice. So he got his trigger shot half off, and then he got shot in the plate. And with his hand wide open, he got a couple confirmed kills and kept the general he was guarding in Mosul safe. Being a gunner, what I was, it's about the hundreds of thousands of times you were ready to and thought you were going to, and processing that for 15 months straight. I mean, hundreds and thousands of people every week that you have in your sights, and you're ready to take their life. That processing that fucks you up for a while.
Because you're taking someone's life still. In
your brain, you're just. Sometimes when you do something so much, you can't even it's all the same. Whether you're pulling the trigger or not, it's. And that's why we're hyper vigilant. Everybody comes back and they're doing wild shit and skydiving and fucking snowboarding and riding motorcycles and doing drugs because they're trying to resurface that, that feeling of, because there's nothing like the adrenaline you get from being out in sector,
Because you guys are like always in like survival mode though too. Like
True.
mentality is always like survival mode. Like we don't know when our day is gonna come, so it's always survival mode.
Yeah, I mean these gangsters talk about, man, I'm from the hood, and I'm like, dude, you don't know what the hood is. Like I went to a place where you can't go outside without an armored truck, or you will die. And if they catch you, they're gonna cut your head off and put it on YouTube.
Well, then
that's gangster.
In that sense, though, because I hope this doesn't piss you off.
No, please.
But hear me out. In a sense, I'm like, because I know you've heard, what is the biggest gang in America?
The police.
So how is the military not different from a gangster?
They are big. They're big bully. They're the biggest bully in the world.
Because like cops and military. Because I'm like, when the whole BLM stuff was happening and Trump decided to take that picture with the Bible. Do you remember that event?
I think so.
So Trump had to clear the protests. And in order for him to clear the protests to take that one picture with the Bible, he had his military men go and just beat down people. And I'm not talking like, hey, can you guys move? It was a beat down with guns, pointing them at people.
Violence.
In order to take a picture with the Bible.
Yeah.
So how is that any different from like the cartel or?
It's not. It's not. They're literally. We went to countries. We still do.
Yeah.
To this day, we go. And why do you think there's like soldiers in Germany still? Because we fought, won, and occupied their country. We're in South Korea. We're in we have an embassy almost everywhere. That's why NATO exists. I don't think NATO is there because they want.
What is NATO?
NATO is. How can I break this down? So there's a lot of countries that are friends with the U.S.
Okay. Allies.
Okay. I don't necessarily think that they have a choice, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like an abusive relationship. Does that make sense? That's my.
Makes a lot of sense.
There is a long, structured way to break it down.
Wait, you know what NATO is? Yeah. So the way he's explaining it to me is actually okay.
Yeah, it's pretty on.
Yeah, they don't really have. We kind of fought, killed a lot of their people, stayed, and then now we're allies.
Okay.
They'd rather be an ally than an enemy,
Oh, I get it. That's why. That's
Ukraine
why.
And like, what is it? There's a couple countries on the Ukraine side that are part of NATO.
Yeah. Okay. I understand what you're saying now.
So, but yeah, it's all bullshit. It's all. That's why I left the military and the DOD and walked away from all that. I didn't want to be a part of that shit.
Because one thing that Okay, so I have a friend, and it kind of sucks because I had to stop talking to him because I don't like alcoholics. I have a thing. It's just it's my own personal trauma that I am still going through. But alcoholics are just I can't, right? So he was one of my friends. I'm talking from elementary school. I've known this dude since elementary school, and saw him like happy kid, happy kid, happy kid. Join the military. We lost touch because he joined the military. We lost touch. And then when he got, not when he got out, but when he was like still in it, kind of like, but he was not active like out there. And because he went to Afghanistan and he went to Iraq. And he basically, he has a story. And this is the story that he kept repeating every time. I'm talking, he would drink a Jameson every night. And I know you know what that's like because you said it. But he would drink a Jameson every night. As soon as he would drink, and it was shot after shot after shot, he would get more vile with his fucking stories, right? So there's this one story, never leaves my head. But he said that there was a woman and a little boy. The little boy had a gun. The little boy had the gun. They were walking towards him, right? And so he's thinking to himself, like, I can't shoot a kid. The kid's probably like 3 or 4, not old at all. And he's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. But the lady had said something to him about like, shoot. I don't know what the fuck she said. But the little boy all of a sudden grabs the gun and he points it right at my friend. And my friend shot him like dead set right in the middle of his eyes. My friend was what do you call him? Sniper. He was like
recon and like
he was the type that like laid down on the floor and like watch people from afar. I don't know what the fuck they're called. Sniper?
Yeah.
Okay, so
have you ever seen the movie American Sniper?
Yes.
That exactly what you just said he did is the first scene of that movie.
Is it?
Yep. I'm not saying he's lying, but
no.
There's a lot of that goes on.
Yeah, well, he said because it's like over there. He even said he was like over there. They convince you that, if you do this, if you shoot an American, not just an American military person, but if you shoot an American, you are like gold. You are royal. You are honored. You are a hero, just like they do out here.
Yeah, we're the infidels.
Yeah.
Which means they believe that we believe in no religion and we're the enemy. And bro, come to Vegas and start telling me I got to go in my house at 10 o'clock and drive it around. And I'm like, I'm going to fucking shoot at you too. I look back at it. I look back now, 17 years later.
Yeah.
Like, we shouldn't even have fucking been there, man. So, like, I get it.
Yeah.
It's sad what they do for kids, and it's sad what happens to our friends. Do you know, I'm not saying him, but when there's a lot of people that use their service for attaboys or victims or to, like, talk to the girl and sound cool and, get something.
Yeah.
It turns from selfless service to, like, selfish service. I'm not saying that's your friend, but if you get time, I'll send you Don Shipley. He's a retired Navy SEAL.
Bro, I watch him.
Yeah.
I watch him and his brother.
I know his son. I've met his son. I was going to do an event with his son was he was a Navy SEAL, SEAL Team 6. I was going to go to an event with him in Texas.
I watched him in Stolen Valors.
Stolen Valors, bro.
That shit's hilarious.
So when she said that, and I don't know your friend from Adam, I'm not saying that, but it was that literally exactly what he said. Was the first scene in the movie American Sniper. Yeah. And I know guys that say they were snipers and they were like clerks or they were admin or they were like mechanics. But if you don't know the military lingo, like I can say, what's your MOS? That's your military occupational specialty. Mm-hmm. I know by the number what you did in the war because I know what those dudes did in the war. If you were 11 Bravo, you were probably in some shit. You were infantry.
Yeah.
If you were whatever Delta, then you might not have fucking done nothing, And that's cool. We all have our own collectively. But the guys who do the least say the most.
Yeah. And I'll show you who he is, bro, when we get home.
Bro, I never am the first one to talk about it. I get asked about it. But, I mean...
He doesn't talk about it unless he's drinking, and he doesn't talk about it at that time. At that time... Yeah. He would only talk about it with me or other military people. But that's when even I didn't tell him, but I told him. Like I told him, I was like, I can't handle your stories anymore. Like, personally, I can't, like.
It's dark.
It's completely dark. Yeah. Like, I feel like, please don't get offended. But I'm like, in another country, what we consider heroes and we thank you guys for your service, you're considered a terrorist in another country.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like,
it's all ridiculous. It's all
it's ridiculous.
Bullshit.
And on top of that, I'm like, I feel like military, anything that has to do with military is inhumane torture. Everything about it, the training, the 24 hours stay up, the eating fucking dry crickets in a bag, like all of that stuff is inhumane, but they call it humane. And then on top of that, you guys have your own policing system. Like you guys have your own law enforcement. So everything that you guys do is hidden. And a lot of the stuff that is corrupt is considered not corrupt over there because now it's like, oh, well, my sergeant is allowed to torture me because I am a country hero. And it's like, not necessarily. Like in another country, you're a terrorist. So you're basically just abusing these fucking dudes just to be fighting in a war that half the time shouldn't even be called.
Facts.
Like,
I think that's just the evolution of power and greed, and violence happens to be the tip of the spear.
Yeah.
If you're not good at violence, you're weak in a country's mentality.
Yeah.
Like we're the greatest country in the world. Why? Because we have the most money and we're the best trained.
Right.
It's not because we're like, I've lived in Europe in different countries. Like I'd much rather live over there in a lot of these places. Oh my God. Marcus Deegan, he's so sexy.
Sup, Marcus Deegan?
Marcus!
Come over here.
Come show that face, baby.
Come show that dick.
No, I
Come right here. Come say hi and show the dick. That's Marcus, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, the Marcus Deegan Show. There you... Now get the fuck out. I got a show to
do. You know what? I'm glad we're having this conversation, and not because I want to talk about all this, but I get a lot, like people, because they know that I was like military police and I'm a white guy and all this crap. They immediately think that like I'm selling fucking Trump hats out of my trunk. Not saying you are.
Low key.
You know what I'm saying? Look. Like they just, I look like I fucking, I'm going to go.
You look like he was there on January 6th.
Yeah. Like I'm storming the fucking Capitol. But that's like, at the same time, I was a vegan driving a hybrid going to Paul Mitchell Cosmetology in California. Like, people think they know me. They don't.
Get the fuck out, bro.
Yeah, what's that? I'm the Zohan. I'm the toughest fucking hairdresser ever.
Oh my God, I'm dead as fuck. You're done.
So yeah, people usually will read a book by its cover. And granted, I love this country. I'm glad that I served. I think it's a necessity. Right. I'm very proud of my service.
Yeah.
But if I could go back as an adult, I wouldn't, because I was the perfect incubator for hate.
Really?
I was young, and you see those videos and be all you can be, and
do you think that they kind of like not encourage? I don't know if it's encourage, but
encourage is a great word
for
the military. They fucking encourage everything.
Well, I'm saying like hate. Like, do you think they train you to hate?
Yeah, I hated everyone that was. Yeah.
That's not what I meant.
No, I mean they trained me to literally hate.
Another country.
And all our targets were people of Middle Eastern descent.
Okay.
And now all my they train you, like sad.
So you have to like in your own mentality, you have to you pretty much have to like be that good person. Like you can't let the government pretty much brainwash you.
It took a long time, man. I'm rounding up to 40 years old.
But you started early too, because you started young, so they were able to brainwash you.
Exactly. That's why. It's a funnel. It's a funnel. I mean, it's embarrassing now because I have so many friends from the Middle East and Israel and Palestine. My grandfather's Jewish. Yeah. Just from all around the world, and I love them. Yeah. So like the person that with the mindset that I was is disgusting. But that's, my dad was in 9/11 and all my uncles died that day, 37 of them. So I was like, you guys are bad. I'm going to go fucking train and I'm going to go kill everybody. And that's what my mindset was.
He said, fuck all y'all motherfuckers. Y'all took down the fucking 2 buildings that we had. had, bro. The 2 buildings we had, y'all motherfuckers want to take them down, and my dad had to clean it up, bitch. I'm killing everybody.
That was the goal, and that wasn't just my mindset. It was everybody. They would literally play like the national anthem and show the towers out in boot camp, and like it would bring us to tears, you know. And then we would just be like, "We're next. We're going to war." Like, and we were just.
That shit still brings me to tears.
Yeah.
I still watch 9/11. I don't know what it is, but like I watch 9/11 kind of religiously, don't I? It's like.
Yeah, she be putting it on a lot.
I do it. I don't know why.
Well, it's because you're displaced from it. If you were, that's kind of like you've been through some real horrible stuff with men and certain things, right?
Yeah.
Where you were hurt and you didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
Even if you talk a lot of shit. It still doesn't warrant. A man should never put his hands on a woman.
I didn't deserve it, but I tend to joke that I deserved it, but I didn't.
That's just your way to like jokingly process it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not going to joke about those things that really bother you because it affected you directly.
Yeah.
America in a whole saw 9/11 from the television.
Mm-hmm, I did, yeah.
I watched my dad come home crying and all his friends die.
Because you were in New York, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, bro.
Yeah, my dad took the day off.
I found out on a fucking podcast.
No.
I never knew that. And I'm like...
I thought I got called into the guidance counselor's office when the towers went down, and my older brother was in there, and we thought both of our parents were dead.
Fuck.
I have a lot of friends that their parents... So my dad went to a Yankee game September 10th and got trashed with the precinct. Nice. And called his buddy Maurice Barry, and Mo Barry worked my dad's shift and died in the towers. Working my dad's shift. I have a big memorial tattoo on my chest. So that's why.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, that's why I went the route I went. Because it killed. And my dad was a single dad. I grew up with these guys. Every weekend, barbecues, going to the police station. These were my family.
Was your tío, or well, uncle, excuse me.
Yeah. All of them, 37 of them.
What?
Yeah, 37.
37 of you, like people that you personally knew?
Yeah, from the Port Authority Police Department. Yep.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Okay, this is the first time I'm hearing that.
Yeah. And I was
found
15.
out on a fucking podcast that you even had your dad was even like helping in 9/11.
And then when people say like, how did you couch hop and all that? My dad became like a pretty bad alcoholic, was on all these meds and all the shit. He died that day.
I bet, bro.
Everyone was gone. And he worked with these guys for 20 years and they all died. And I watched him die, you know? So
watch him die but still be alive.
Yeah. So I said, well, it's time. I got to give back, you know? I need to go serve. My dad was military police as well.
Yeah.
I thought being an MP was going to be chilling and drinking beer, hanging out with chicks. And it was for 18 months. And then we got orders and we went over and we were, you know, attached to 101st Airborne Infantry. And we were, you know, ground troops and driving around Humvees for 15 months. I didn't want to do that. I'm not one of those like... There's a lot of motherfuckers that talk about the military like, like I'm so motivated. I'm not that dude, bro. I'm not going to do anything extra. I'm going to sham the fuck out. Yeah. I'm going to still make it look like I'm better than everybody, but I'm really just figuring it out.
Yeah.
You know? I'm just going to look better than the guy to my right and left.
I'm dead.
Because if I look better than both of you, they don't fuck with me. Yeah, I was the best fucking private. But behind closed doors, I was talking shit.
Because that's what I'm thinking too. Is like when it came to like I didn't want to mention 9/11 because I found out on the other podcast. I was like, I ain't even gonna talk about that. I ain't even touching that shit. But
no, it's a part of my life. You know, I've been dealing with it for over 20 years. You know,
that was like the point that I was gonna make is like those suicide bombers are heroes over there.
Yeah,
they're glorified.
Well, that's why when somebody asked me about what's going on, you know, in Israel and Palestine. And I have friends that I love and consider family on both sides. And obviously I don't believe in certain things, but my answer will always be when I'm asked about war is there's never a winner.
There's never a need.
There's a need sometimes because there's a lot of bad people that want to hurt a lot of people. But there's nobody wins in war. If women and children are dying, there's no winner, period.
Yeah.
So I don't agree with it, but I don't agree with violence. But if someone came in here right now, I'm going to get my Beretta out of my bag and I'm going to take their fucking life because they're not hurting you guys.
Right.
So the only way to beat violence is trained, good men that are better trained at violence is the only way to beat violence.
I get that. I could understand that. I like because the other day he's talking about his gun. The other day,
well, let's paint the picture. There was a UFC vet here who was talking about hunting, and then we were out there talking about guns, and I was like, "Hey, I just bought a new Beretta," and he was like, "Oh, let me see it." So then I unloaded it. That's what you heard. Because
freaked out.
I unloaded 6 times, and then
I freaked the fuck out. Okay, and it's not for like I'm talking like I low key yelled at Bobby, like, Bobby, take that motherfucking shit outside. Like, I freaked the fuck out. But it's like
no, but you're okay to. That's okay. Like, you don't have to. I apologize to you.
You did,
because I care about you. I don't want you to ever. I don't want anyone that. If I didn't like you, bro, I would have been like, fuck.
I know how you are.
I'm like, yo,
I appreciate.
Guns are the only reason we have free speech, and we're sitting in this fucking podcast right now. If America didn't have trained motherfuckers like me that were honorable men that were skilled at violence, we wouldn't be able to sit here while chilling while there's wars going on and people are getting beheaded in other countries. So as much as I am not a fan of, I don't collect guns, I don't run around, I'm not throwing Second Amendment shirts at motherfuckers, but I have a wife, and
I love guns.
Yeah,
I love guns.
I don't. I've seen what they do.
All the time, so.
I mean, that's cool. But I've seen what guns do. I just had another friend in the MP Corps take his life last week. That's number 10. That's 10 that I knew personally. There's 22 vets a day that take their life. I think it's closer to 26 now. Guns are a necessity. It's kind of like women, man.
Don't. Oh my God. Please finish. Yes,
like, you need pussy.
Do it.
You need pussy. But do you really need pussy? You know how many times I said I wish I liked fucking dick? I wouldn't have all these kids. I wouldn't be on my 3rd marriage and all this bullshit. And I love my life right now. But if I liked the penis, I wouldn't have all this fucking shit going on in my life the last decade and a half. I'd be chilling. Me and my boo, we'd have fucking $1 million in bank.
You and your mans.
Me and my mans would be fucking chilling. But unfortunately, vagina was put into my fucking DNA somehow. And here we are.
No, because I'm like...
Talk about a rant.
No, that was the perfect rant.
That was perfect.
Because I'm like, the analogy, I was like, don't you dare. But I'm like, do it, motherfucker, because that makes so much sense. Oh, that's annoying.
Like, it'll kill you.
Bitches are annoying.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like admit it to the world. Like, bitches are fucking annoying.
How I see it is horny bitches get motherfuckers killed.
He always tells me that.
Yeah.
Chance has told me that since I met him, okay? And I never, in the beginning, I didn't understand what the fuck he meant until I understood what the fuck he meant. Okay? Because
people be killing each other over chicks.
Over pussy.
Yep.
Over regular pussy.
Regular. McDonald's
I'm
pussy.
talking 7-Eleven bitch type pussy.
Yeah.
You were killing each other over some girl.
But it's also the mindset of the dude is like probably very underdeveloped.
No,
if you're killing, like, I get it, but like, I as I'm older, I'm talking shit. If someone touches my wife, they're dead. And it's not going to be a gun. I'm going to strangle them to death.
Right.
And beat them with my elbows.
Fingers off on that bitch.
Yeah, that's going to be a fucking highlight reel for decades to come. Can we talk about
What's up?
How you got into the comedy space mixed with the funny sexual innuendos and all that? It's like, I've certainly known you for a few months, but being that I'm like a girl dad and a husband, my wife loves you. She's been on your show.
Hey, Audrey.
I stay away from it, not because it's just not, but when I do watch it, it is fucking hilarious. And not the shit that you're saying all the time. What I mean by that is I love what you're saying, but for me, the funniest part of what you say in your podcast when you talk about raunchy shit is the reaction and the uncomfortableness that the guest gets and people around you. That's fucking priceless.
Like when I give people my stickers?
Yes.
You
know what this motherfucker told me the other day? Sorry, I don't mean to call you motherfucker.
No, you can call me a motherfucker.
She texts me, there was that dude with the gun. I was like, I said something about don't talk about killing people if you've only killed animals. Like, shut the fuck up. Right. And she was like, say it to his face. I'm like, I will. And she goes, no. We got to keep this professional at the studio. And I says the girl who tells people my name's Lana, spelt like anal backwards. Get the fuck out of here. Be professional.
Be professional, big dog.
Yeah, as you hand them a sticker.
With booty cheeks out.
Yeah.
Booty hole.
If you knew how unprofessional I could get, that's the problem.
Yeah.
I got mental issues.
But when you're around and you work with people, and she's like a sister, like, it's funny to me to hear it now, but when I first heard it, I was like uncomfortable. I'm like, I got a wife. Don't be talking to me about fucking, but it's just good how you
do that.
Yeah.
Like, well, not all guys. Everybody does that. We're like.
But that's why you do it. If you got no reaction, you wouldn't do it.
No, not necessarily.
Oh, you'd still be doing it.
I would still do it. No, I've been like this since I was in middle school. I can honestly say in middle school when puberty hit and I started like making like everything looks like a dick. Everything looks like titties.
That is true.
Joke. Like everything can look. Eyeballs could look like titties. They look like balls. Whatever the fuck. You make a joke and then people laugh and I'm like, well, that's a good way to end my trauma. If I'm making other people laugh, I'm laughing too.
Facts.
And a lot of the stuff was when I was younger, I've always been the type that would say the things that like my mom always said I have no filter. Like I don't think before I speak, I just say. But that's been my personality since I was little. And I'm like, if I thought about the shit that I said, A, I would be fucking crazy. And B, it wouldn't add character to me. Because now I would just be quiet. But if I filtered every fucking thing that came out of my mouth, just like right now, I would have had to stay quiet. I wouldn't speak, motherfucker.
No, but think about it like this. Because I've had a lot of people in my life tell me that I talk too much. Joke's on you. I talk for a living now. But I tell those same people, there's people that I've met in this world and many that I haven't. They can't speak. They can't talk. They go all day wishing they could just say what they want and they get home and it eats them alive. So being able to talk openly in a room full of strangers is a fucking gift. And if you don't like it, shut up. Too fucking bad.
And the funny thing is, I'm like, a lot of people, like, there's people that come in here that kind of like just don't like me. Like they just ignore me or whatever the fuck. They don't say hi. And I'm like,
male or female?
Female.
I knew it. Yeah, because they're fucking. Look, my wife says this shit all the time. Girls, I said, because you're hot. Like my wife's always been the prettiest girl in the room.
Yeah.
If you were a fat, ugly bitch, they would say hi to you every day. It's their fucking problem.
True.
I tell literally, and she knows that I love you. I tell her all the time, like, that's why she can't have female friends. Because they're just, women are I don't know, you guys are like so competitive for no fucking reason.
It's how do I say this? It's emotional. It's an emotional roller coaster trying to be friends with a female for me personally. But it's like women work off of emotion and emotion only. That's the reason why they don't want to let a woman be a fucking president. Because if she has her fucking period, we're all going to war. And there you go.
And would you back her?
No.
Hell yeah, that's my bitch.
Fuck no, I'm not that.
You could be friends with a female that, for instance, like with me and her, my wife and I. You got to be around people that are comfortable and that, they're kind of settled and Because if they think you're a threat at all, they're going to hate you. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is,
which is fucked up.
People are going to think you're a threat no matter what. It depends on their security.
That's why I'm saying be cool with people that are dope.
Well,
which is hard to do because everybody sucks.
You just got to be dope.
Yeah, fuck everybody
You just got to be dope because at the end of the day, my thing is, like, one thing that I've noticed about the people that I have around me is they want to do right for me, if that makes sense. Like, they don't do right by me just to do right by me. They do right by me because they know that I would do it for them, because they know I'm a good-hearted person, and because they know that like it's like one of those, like, I don't want to disappoint Lana. I don't want to fuck with her because she's done this for me, or she would never do that to me. She's a good heart. She wouldn't do that. Yeah. So people want to help me or do for me.
That's good.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a good trait.
Be a good person, and people would just want to do for you. And if they do wrong by you, one thing about me is I'm like, all right.
Yeah, fuck you.
Simple, bro. It's just like it's so simple to drop people, and I don't know why people make it seem like it's so like it's so hard to drop people, and like maybe it's the trauma though. I've learned how to drop people over time, because I used to sit there and beg and beg and beg and beg for people to stay with me, and
I drop people. So my best friend of 27 years, haven't talked to him in 9 months. He said one dumb thing about, granted, I want to reconnect with him because he was going through crazy addiction and like real bad, like schizophrenia shit, like really, really bad. Yeah. And he had recently kind of reached out to Audrey and apologized for what he did to me. But he mentioned my little girl, like he was talking some shit, like, I'm not gonna lose my little girl like you fuck, and all this crap. When he was there with me and knows the bias system and like the whole situation, so I cut him off. Like,
it's a low blow.
Yeah, it was real low, and it's like, I don't need anyone.
Yeah.
Nobody. I want to have people, but I don't need nobody.
Yeah, and that's it. That's one thing that I had to learn the hard way. Not even the hard way, but like I learned the hard way that like all you have is you. If people are willing to help you, then people are willing to help you. You thank them. But at the end of the day, all you got is you. Yeah. And a lot of people like entitled as little bitches, right? Entitled people. We've all met them. You're entitled. Yeah. They think you owe me this, you owe me this, you owe me this. And it's like, I don't owe you a fucking thing. I don't give a shit I don't care if you've given me money. I don't care if you've done right. I don't care if you gave me your fucking heart. I don't give a fuck if you gave me a kidney. At the end of the day, you do wrong by me. I don't owe you any fucking loyalty. At the end of the day. So I don't see why people are like when people are like so entitled by like, do right by me because I'm such a great person. I'm like, prove it. Can you prove that you're a good person? I'm like, but at the end of the day, I can't prove that I'm a good person either. All I can do is show you. I can't prove it. And like what the fuck I'm gonna do? Pull up fucking screenshots of me being a fucking good person? No, you can't get screenshots from in here. All I can do is be a good person, and you just see like, she's a good girl. Yeah. I ain't gonna hurt her. I'm gonna do right by her. That's it. But people, oh my God.
People like taking advantage of that. And I've met a lot.
People like to promote their worth. How the fuck you gonna sit there and tell me what the fuck you're worth? It makes no sense to me. Let me see what your fucking worth is. Because, okay, like for example.
I have a perfect example. I had a guest. And you probably get a lot of people. They just want to come on the show to see themselves. But I'm at I'm at the point now. It's true. People they want to, I was on a fucking podcast. Yep. Let me look cool. I'm at a point now where I have pretty high level guests, and we're growing and doing millions of views on Facebook, and we're doing great. I put a lot of work into this shit, man. Yeah. So not that I'm better than anybody, but it's got to kind of mutually benefit the show and me and the guest for them to come on. Yeah. And I had someone recently that wanted to come on, and they were saying like, I'm this dope ass trainer and all this, and I'm like, well, why don't you bring a dope celebrity fighter with you? Because you could sit here and say, I'm the best all you want to the camera and go till you're blue. No one gives a fuck about us. No one cares. Let someone sitting next to you talk about how good you are. Yeah. That's going to hold a lot more weight.
Oh my God.
Was that a good one?
That was it, bro.
Yeah, like shut the fuck up. You know what? The problem is everybody thinks that they're fucking... there's somebody or that people care. No one gives a fuck. And the problem with social media and being new to social media is I've lived so many lives that people, they only see what they are allowed to see in my life. People have seen me like get emotional and tear this, and then they meet me and they expect to be like this, and then I'm standing in front of you looking at you and you're like, oh, he's got a big ass presence. Yeah. He's not this or this or this. Yeah. But they have in this brain, not just me, with anybody. Why do we fucking do this? Is it so we can get money? Is that like, or is it's got to be a little narcissism and money.
What do you mean?
Like, why we podcast? I never really asked that. Why do we podcast? I mean, it's like the new.
It's for you to vent. Like,
I podcast because I needed to find a way to vent without bitching to people. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like
it's like a professional environment to be able to vent.
Yeah.
And people have to listen.
Yeah. It's because well, think about it this way. Like I went to therapy for like a month, I think. It was like a month. And everything that I said to this lady, she wrote down and then medicated me. And
I've had the same thing happen to me. They don't fucking care.
They don't care. And at the end of the day, what is pharma all about? Their fucking money. So you're gonna put me on fucking whatever the fuck it was called. It was something.
Zoloft, all that crap. Prozac.
Prozac. They wanted to put me on Prozac.
I snorted a Prozac once.
Nice.
That shit burned so bad.
Ow. It's like, that's like snorting a Fruit Loop.
Yeah,
Ow.
it was bad. Sorry.
So they wanted to medicate me. And so I was like, why am I gonna be on these happy pills? And mind you, I worked in a hospital. I've seen what happy pills do to people. They don't make you happy. Mood stabilizers make you so mute. Like, not mute. What is that called?
Like I was on Zoloft and mood stabilizers from 2008 until 2019.
You're, like, when you're on stuff like that, you're, like, not a person. You have no personality.
And I was doing heroin and meth and all kinds of shit while on it. I was all kinds
God, bro.
I was more than one person for sure. I was losing it. But again,
that's not funny,
but that just proves the point. Instead of them saying, well, your drug test just showed all these drugs. What are some of the symptoms of these drugs?
Right.
One being bipolar, right? If you're on a bunch of drugs, you're happy when you're detoxing and you're going crazy, you're angry, you're mad. I wasn't bipolar. I was a fucking drug addict. But what did they do? They shoved bipolar medicine down me.
Yeah.
It's a fucking horrible system, man.
It's a horrible system. It's a horrible system. And me knowing that, because I worked in the medical field for 9 years, me knowing that was like, there's no fucking way I'm getting myself on some pills. And my dad was like, I would much rather you smoke weed than, because I didn't smoke at the time. But he was like, I'd much rather you smoke weed than be on these pills. Just go and smoke a blunt. That'll be better for you. When I started smoking, it stabilized me. Like I was doing really good. So I kept telling people like weed saved my life. Like weed really, like it
saved millions of people's lives.
It saved millions of people's lives, but it's still a taboo. So is shrooms.
I microdose. I just started again a few days ago.
But shrooms is a taboo.
Yeah. Well, but I don't care what anyone thinks.
No, I don't either.
No, but to the masses, yes.
Is when it comes back to the podcast question, like when I went to go see a therapist, as I was crazy and suicidal, I went to go see a therapist. They wanted to medicate me, and I said, absolutely the fuck not. I started smoking, and when I started smoking was when I was like, I still need to talk to somebody.
Because you weren't crazy and suicidal. You were hurting.
I was, because my ex...
I've seen you happy and full of life. Like, you were just in pain.
I'm happy once, how do I say this? I've had so much trauma in my life that it flipped a switch in my head that just was like pain isn't pain. Pain is just a moment. It's just like when you get a cut. What does it fucking do? It scabs up and heals. You forget about it, bro. And a lot of the reason why I have bad memory, I know you know me. I have bad fucking memory. My memory is horrible, and I have a fucking god awful feeling that it's because I've went through so much trauma. You know what's funny? I totally get it. You just block out that fucking block.
It's a tool. Life. My mom, like completely opposite, left when I was 6. 6 years of my life, almost maybe 7 years, my mom and dad together. I have no memory. The only memory I have of my mom and dad ever being together is my dad screaming while holding me and my brother, saying, please don't take the kids, and my mom going to her van. I just lost 7 years of my life because, like, I swear to God, I have friends tell me stuff that happened in Iraq, and I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah.
Yes.
I don't remember any of it. Like, it's just we compartmentalize and we just brain dump it because we're not supposed to have to go through that shit.
So listen, watch.
And it turns you into a fucking savage.
Yes, it does. Because that's how I feel like I'm a savage, because when people exit my life, I'm like, okay. I'm very like, okay with everything. Just today, I was talking to my ex-girlfriend, right? We're still friends. We're like really close. But I was talking to her, and she said something about like, yeah, remember that time when she was there when I was going through the suicidal and when I went to therapy. And
I've been 5150 like 3 times. You're good.
No, I've never done
Taken by the sheriffs and shit. Ativan in the ass.
Never did that. Damn.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm a big dude. When I'm fucking rowdy, it's
rowdy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that with my brother. But so she had told me today, she was like, you don't remember that time like when you told me this when you were suicidal? And I was like, I can show you the screenshots. I was like, to be completely honest, I don't remember any of that. And she was like, are you serious? Like, you did this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I genuinely don't remember that. And it's fucked up because like now I'm at the point where I don't remember things that happened like 5 minutes ago, but there's a for sure like I can't remember shit from back then, and I can't remember shit from 5 minutes ago. I'm like, I feel like it's just a trauma. Like
I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah, like a coping mechanism.
Can I ask you this?
Yeah.
I'm asking her questions, her show. Because we're very similar.
No, he's a podcast host. This is what he does.
Yeah.
This is what he knows.
And I do it in the same fucking seat.
In the same chair.
I've been getting told a lot by the wife that I'm too nice. And she, not that I'm not nice, but like I said, I used to ride with a 1% motorcycle. Like I'm a rugged, I could be a real rugged motherfucker, man. I'm a war vet. I'm from Jersey. I've definitely been known to step on someone's fucking head and not give a fuck.
I can see that.
You know, but since I got sober and became a dad again, you know, because I went through, like I tell people, like I'm nice now because when I'm not nice, I miss Christmas. Like I lost my children and my freedom because I wasn't nice. Like I try to be extra nice, and I'm asking you this question. She tells me, Bobby, you're being too fucking nice, and people almost don't get. It's like they have a weird reality of who I am. Do you ever feel like you're being too fucking nice because you've seen so much pain and you've been through so much fucking drama and bullshit that you're like, I'm just gonna lead with love, man, because all that other shit sucks.
1,000%, 1,000%. Hear me out though. I have two things to say. Well, first off, I don't think you're too nice. I think your wife thinks you're too nice, but you're also her husband. Yeah. She don't think you're too nice to guys. She thinks you're too nice to girls, and it's only females. Are you too nice?
No, she's saying it's more. Whenever she says that, it's more business wise. Like I'm open to like bringing people in, and like I help too much, and I give too much. No, because I don't. You're the only female.
I get what she means. I get what she means.
Yeah, like people might.
You are.
Yeah, it's like instead of just being more, because I used to be that way, and now I'm just in this mindset of like. You know, why not? There's so much out there, and we're all in this one umbrella. We can all win together. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I've definitely dialed back the not that I dialed back the laughing and the joke, but like, yo, I'm here for fucking business. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting older, and especially when I first like came to like, let's just say the studio. I was the new guy. Yeah. Nobody knew that I was like. Close with John, but like if that didn't matter, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, man. I think I'm still trying to figure out who I am in this world. You know what I mean?
Don't change that.
No, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Because it's been good for me.
Yeah.
I like being nice. Now, granted, I could be the sweetest guy, right? And like I said, someone disrespects you. Yeah. They're gonna be like, oh, that dude was a sweetheart all night, and now I'm petrified he's gonna fucking beat my ass.
I see. That's what people have with me. Bro, you have never met Patricia. Like
you have an alter ego too?
Oh, bro, I have 4.
I gotta FaceTime this chick. You're telling me we got Patricia and a Dree?
There's Lana. There's Lana.
I won't
there's
put her
Lanita,
on camera, but
there's Zyla, and there's Patricia.
Hold on. This is great. I love this. Is fucking great.
Put on the wide angle. So we can see him.
She might be like,
you better answer, bitch.
Not today.
I know, right?
This happens all the time when I'm in line. Like, what the fuck do you want to eat?
And then she gets mad when you get the order wrong.
Right. I save it all in my notes.
Female.
I just found out. So I brought up Dree.
Oh God.
You're not on camera, but your friend Lana here has alter egos as well.
Bitch.
Yeah.
I have
bad bitches do.
I have Lana, Lanita, Zyla, and Patricia.
Okay, I only have one.
Damn.
Oh.
I bet just crazy.
Lana. I'm just kidding.
I was just explaining how you've been telling me I'm too nice lately.
Oh yeah, you're way too fucking nice.
Yeah, I get what she.
Like,
I thought Hugh meant, because I was like, maybe it's like the insecurities. I was like, I don't think she thinks you're too nice to guys, but you're too nice to females. And he was like, no, it's with everybody.
Because I don't talk to any females.
You don't.
All.
But I was like,
he's too nice to everyone.
Yeah, that's what he was explaining.
He never says no to anyone. He like has like an issue with like people pleasing because I feel like he gets satisfaction in it himself.
Aww.
But
bye. No.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a great thing. It's just also sometimes he just needs to know when to say
when
no.
to say no.
Yeah.
It's hard though.
That's all.
The thing is,
I love
if
you.
I love you too.
we love you, Audrey. Bye, baby. Bye, boo.
All right, bye.
So.
She will always call me on my bullshit.
Aww.
I make stories sometimes, and she goes, "You're lying." I'm like, "What?" She goes, "That ain't true."
She's like, "Just stop the cap."
And that's why we work, because she checks me.
Aww.
You know, my ex, I was with almost 8 years. I have a daughter with. Instead of saying, "Bobby, you're really like hurting yourself and the family, and you're on drugs, and you're going. I see where this is going." She just let me go and was like, "Well, fuck it." And that just shows me that there was no real love there, because you're not gonna, you know what I mean? She'll grab my ass.
Does that mean that I didn't show real love to the person that I didn't show real love to?
Maybe you didn't have any more love to give.
Can I ask you a question?
Let's dive in, because I'm a good dude. I never cheat. I don't fucking beat women. I don't gamble.
All right.
I don't smoke drugs anymore.
So,
and you have told me there's no good men left, and I just beg to fucking differ. I think you've been around a bunch of fucking dirtbags.
I thought the last good man standing. I thought I won the last good man standing. Okay, I thought it was it. It's my best friend.
Do you love your dad?
I love the fuck out of my dad, bro.
How many guys have you dated that are exactly like your father?
None.
Well, there you go.
Absolutely none.
Your dad set a standard to show you what you deserve, and
No,
you're just
but-
going opposite.
You know what though? I was on Davrick's show though, and Davrick had proved a point to me. And he was like, you want a man like your dad? I was like, I would love a man that's like my dad. And he was like, but are you anything like your mom? And I was like, ooh, that's fucked up, bro.
Well,
The fact, like, why would you give me that reality check on live podcast? Like, the fact that I ain't nothing like my mama, bro. I ain't gonna find nobody like my daddy because I'm nothing like my mom. I am, but I'm not.
Davrick will do that.
Yeah.
He's good at.
Check the fuck out of me.
Davrick's been around. He's
Yeah.
I watch his
Bitch,
clips and I'm
fuck
like,
you, fuck you, Davrick. But I love him so much for checking me on that, because that made me that was like the eye opener that I was like, I'm not like my mom. But that's what made me start cooking more. Remember, huh? Because that actually did. Because I was like, no, I'm not like my mom. Like, I don't serve my husband.
But you're also not your mom, and you grew up in a different time than your mom, and you grew up in Las Vegas, Sin City. And when I say that, I mean, there's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad, but there's always opportunity in both. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's easier to gravitate toward the bad, even though there's an opportunity. And then you get stuck in that and it becomes a part of your life. And then because you're surrounded with those people, you become more like your surroundings. And before you know it, you're 10 years in and you don't even like yourself anymore.
I love me.
Not saying you, I'm just saying.
Oh.
But you don't like a lot of the things that you've been through. But I hated myself because of the decisions that I made, but I was the one making them. It's like, well, fuck, how can I be?
Oh, that's what okay. I would lost track there for a second.
Yeah, how could I be fucking mad at everybody else around me?
When you're living for someone else, that makes you like, I don't want to be like that. Just be me. I get what you mean. Okay, I get what you mean.
But it's not easy growing up in Las Vegas, because you could.
It's not
there's so much to do here.
Anywhere though, I feel like that adolescent, like that teenage era is like.
But Vegas hotel party, like it's the clubs. It's a lot crazier here. Yeah. You grow up way faster than a kid in Arkansas that just goes to a bonfire once a month.
I get that, yeah.
You know,
because I grew up in Arizona and that shit is fucking farm fields and fucking one casino. And
I want casino.
We had the river.
We had one river.
I grew up on the Jersey Shore in New York, like.
Oh God, with the Guidos.
The Guidos.
Oh, not the meatballs.
Shout out to Roger.
Oh God,
my boy,
Roger that.
Jay Well's ex is my buddy.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were just going to Roger, because Roger.
Roger, you want to come on my friend's show?
I thought you were just gonna leave it on "Come on, my friend." I'd be like, the titties are ready, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Here. There's a Target right here. No, I'm saying. No, but okay. So because you're like little not back history, but when I first met Bobby was like 6 months.
8 months.
About 8 months ago.
March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 8 months.
8 months. Okay, so 8 months ago, I met Bobby, and I'm talking like from the first time he came into the studio, we were talking about like relationship stuff, like. Because that's when he told me about his wife, and he told me about his kid. He told me about his ex-wife, and I'm like, no, but I'm like, there's no good guy. But that was when I was like single and hating men. Because when I first,
well, yeah, when she first started,
when I first started here though,
men, like at all.
But it's because it took me a minute to get over my rape. Like when I got raped, I got like I hated, like hate is a light word.
I'm so sorry to.
Yeah, like
I mean, I knew that, but I have daughters, and.
You just don't want that. Yeah.
No, I that is the one thing that will take me away from my children, because I will go to prison.
Oh.
I want to. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So you were in this position of like, fuck dudes.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Which, rightfully so.
I was very like, I hated men. And then, you know, he came into the studio. You were talking about how much you like I didn't hate men to where I didn't give them a chance, but it was like they, you know, as soon as a guy started hitting on me, and it was just like if a guy even gave me the slightest bit of like oh hey, what's up, I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out my face. Like, I
remember you saying all that, like, oh yeah. Dude, just talk to me because they want to fuck me and all this shit.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's true. But when it comes to a lot of women, you know, the guys, and I was a dude.
Yeah.
Maybe it's with me because I'm older now, and I genuinely am at peace. Like, I don't think of my dick anymore. I think it was having daughters. Like, I can't even watch porn anymore. I'm like, damn, that's someone's
daughter,
man.
Yeah, fuck, man.
You know, but
in a sense, the whole reason why I felt I was comfortable enough to A, talk to you, B, open up to you, was because you never gave me no, like, I want to fuck with you vibes. Like, nothing. Like, there was never, like, it was like, hey, you seem cool. Oh, you have boy issues? Let's talk about him. Like, he like sat down, pulled up a chair, like, let's talk about him. He was like, oh my God, you love my wife. She says the same shit you do. And like,
well, I'm a team player. I come from a team cohesive environment. And when I was brought into here to be a part of the team, be a part of the fucking team. I'm going to sit in the corner and wait for you guys to come to me.
Yeah,
let's talk.
But it was just,
you know?
It was, yeah. But
and plus, you had a bunch of, I don't want to disrespect, and I know you've got mad at me before, kids. Like, and I mean that with all due respect.
Yeah.
Kids, some of them still live in the same house they grew up in. That's great. I wish I fucking didn't move 30 times and have fucking French toast for fucking dinner on fucking Thanksgiving by myself because my mom and dad, like, kids. And then you're a grown ass adult who's been through real shit. I think you needed someone to talk to.
No, but that not saying nothing against you or anything like that, but like in their defense, bro, they acted like men more than anybody. Like the reason why I'm still here at Sticky Paws is because no one here made me feel like they wanted to fuck me. Yeah. No one.
That's like, beautiful.
Tell me about it, bro.
Because you're at work. You should be.
Like, I don't think this is going to be the first time they hear it too. I don't think the people at Sticky Paws understand that they healed me. Like, I don't think, oh my God, I'm going to cry. That's weird. Hold on.
Damn.
It's good.
That's so true though. Like,
because they like, because I'm like, and now that I'm saying it out loud, it's because like none of them wanted to fuck me. And like even the scene, like Chase is single, Travis was in a relationship, is in a relationship, Austin's in a relationship, John's in a relationship, but no one ever made me feel like oh, I cheat on my girl for you. Like, they never made me feel uncomfortable and like they never.
And you always expect that, right?
And and that's the thing too, is I expect it, which is not a good thing either. Because
then you already have preconceived notion of who this guy is.
Like to be fair, like I think like the first time I met you and you sat there and wanted to talk to me, I'm like, damn, this motherfucker's gonna try to fuck. He's gonna try to fuck. Here we go again. And
but that's all you knew.
You sat down and that's all I knew. But you sat down, you fucking talking to me like, what's up? You got boy issues? Bro, tell me about him. Like, he was so cool about it that I was like, what the fuck you want? And it makes me question. Like, it does make me question, like, what the fuck do you want?
Threw a
like,
curveball.
yeah, and I'm like,
yeah.
But they all did, in a sense. That's why I kept coming back, because I'm like, this is like.
I'll punch a bitch in the face. They try to come at me. Fuck that, man.
Really
I'm exactly where I need to be, man.
He's just going.
But you know what it is? A lot of guys haven't been through all the shit that I've been through, and I actively wake up every day and put in the extra effort to not just be a good human, but be a good man and a good father and a good husband. I don't have to send my wife all these memes and call her 10 times a day. I do all these things because I know that it builds a very trusting, loving foundation for my family. And a lot of guys forget that your family is what matters. The rest of this doesn't matter. It really doesn't. And
can I tell you something? If no one's told you yet, or I know Audrey does, but like, you are a good dad. You are a good husband. And you, as best as you can try to be, you are a good person. Because I'm like, no one's perfect, but you're a good person. At least your intentions are there. So you're good, bro. Like, I see it. And I have to let you know.
Well, that's coming, from a woman who hates all men, so I appreciate it.
Well, Chance is the only one that... Chance and my dad are the only people I think that are, like, still standing kind of deal.
I think people like you and I who are, because you're in your 30s, have been through so much. I do think that, and I know that. So before I met Audrey, I went to Paul Mitchell, right? Yeah. And I dated a girl that was a lot younger than me. I knew there was no future there. But for the first time in a long time, I didn't have to talk about child support and drama and fucking issues and abuse and all this shit. I could just cut hair and say, what are we going to eat? And just like go to the park with the dog. There was no fucking pain. Yeah. So it was an escape. Yeah. I think this place for me and you now is our escape.
Oh, always has been. Yeah.
And that's why we enjoy being around the younger people that are not jaded and fucked up,
bro.
Because they're not fucking. That's why I don't like hanging around a bunch of vets, because all we do is talk about death and destruction and drinking and overdosing and our friends killing themselves. I'm trying to be around people that smile the way I want to smile.
Yeah, exactly.
Like really smile, not fake fucking smile. I want to be around people who smile and it's genuine and real.
Right.
I've had a lot of fake smiles in my years. I don't want a fake smile anymore.
Bruh, been there, done that.
My little girl saved my life, man. Imagine like literally going to court. Imagine 4 or 5 years getting strung out, like played like a chess piece, not being able to see your daughter. You move across the country. You show up to the park to finally see her because of all the crap, and you get served termination of rights paperwork. Go through all that, living in a camper trailer. They finally basically say you're not going to see her. And then on your birthday, you find out your wife is pregnant with a little girl and her due date's Christmas Day.
Best present you can probably get, son.
Right, that's so cute.
It was twins, too. We were having twins originally.
Really? But Cash is a twin?
She was a twin, yeah.
Oh, no
way. Yeah, her. That. It was really early on where we lost the other one. Yeah. But, keep striving.
Cash is a survivor.
But Audrey's a twin, too.
I'm not gonna stop. No, I'm sorry.
Audrey's a twin, too.
Is she really? Like a real one?
Yeah, her sister was born with her and didn't make it.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry.
There's not a lot of times where a mom and a daughter. So Audrey, in a lot of ways, feels like very much more connected to her firstborn daughter, who looks just like her, because they both lost a twin, and it's like it healed her too.
Aww.
She's still a crazy lady.
But, okay. Oh.
Hell no.
What?
Hey, on that note, it's blunt time, motherfucker.
Blunt time.
Push it down. Don't let it. I see it. I feel it. It's all good.
Marcus, you about to meet Patricia, motherfucker. Let me tell you something.
It's hard to meet Patricia now. She calmed down a lot.
No, I don't. Patricia don't.
No, I've seen it in the last. I've seen some days you come in here in a hoodie and you're just like, fuck everybody.
Oh, no, that's just Lanita. Patricia, you've not met Patricia, bro.
Patricia, she's ready to fight you outside.
And this is your best friend over here? I know it's your brother, but
that's my best friend.
Yeah, I can tell you're a good dude by your face, man. If you weren't, I'd tell you you're full of shit,
bro,
but you're a good dude.
He's the best dude ever.
Yeah. No, you could just tell. You could feel.
Chance has never had a whole stage. Yeah, never. Like, if Chance is not...
He might in his 40s.
No, I really don't think so.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Chance is the type that, like, if he's not with her, he doesn't have sex with her. Like, there ain't no, like, friend zone. There ain't no friends with benefits. It's relationship, and we're locked in, and we're together for a year or nothing.
I wish that I made better decisions.
Yeah, chances.
Like, I learned from my dad because he was a big hoe. So, like, I see how
you didn't want to be like that.
Well, my mom cheated on my dad and left us, and that's why I will never
see, mine was the opposite. My dad cheated on my mom and like did some shit. And like it was just like I would never want to treat a female like how my mom wanted.
No, and I have daughters. Like I got to treat her mother the way that I want a man to treat her.
Exactly.
Period.
And you got to show her that too, you know.
Yeah.
And the same way, like I just like. And the thing is, it's funny because like being respectful, being loyal, and being like very like trustworthy, like it scares the females away. Like it scares them away.
Well, they
like,
just they don't believe you.
It's a fairy tale.
You're full of shit,
bro. It's a fairy tale to them.
But I promise you, it's so much easier to do the right thing than it is to do the bad thing.
Bro, and I do that all the time, bro. When it comes
I say this about telling the truth.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to tell the fucking truth than it is to fucking lie.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Oh my God! On that note, what is your ending? Your you know what? No. I have a question and then I have a life hack. Not, but I want to know what your life hack is, so think about it. But if you could fuck any food and it wasn't weird, what food would you fuck?
Immediately, I thought of American Pie. A warm apple pie, but that'd be really loose.
That'd be loose.
Loose as fuck.
It'd be loose and warm though.
I don't know.
What's tight? Garlic, motherfucker.
Grapefruit?
I don't know. I have no idea.
What is your favorite food?
Warmed up peanut butter.
Oh, that's a good one.
The crunchy kind or
not the
And you know why I say that? Because I have a friend who was with her 15-year-old son, and they had friends over, and one of the friends thought it would be funny to call out her son in front of the mom about peanut butter. And they got into a fight, I think, in the living room. And now she told me she has to bring the peanut butter to like work and shit. No. I'm like, oh, fuck.
And what is a life hack that you want all of America to know? Some of India. I got Indian fans.
That it's gonna be okay. Fuck it. I truly, genuinely mean that. It is gonna be okay. So fuck it.
I love that. I fucking love that. And on that note, guys, go wide. Go wise. I need both of us to stay. Bye. And on that note, guys, we are ending Laughing with Lana. I hope to see you guys next week at 7:00. Please make sure to Please make sure to follow Bobby Oberhofer.
Perfect.
No, please make sure to follow Bobby Fight Junkies. I will link it down below, guys. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.